Hey everyone, just a quick ask before we get into the newscast. If you really like Wake Up, I would love it if you gave us 5 stars on Spotify or Apple Podcasts and drop a quick comment there to let people know about this newscast. It would really help people discover us. All right, on with the news. Wake up, Raleigh. I'm Matt Peiken. Let's kick off your week with this Monday morning newscast for February 16th. A March for Morality Saturday called Love Forward Together drew an estimated 2,000 people down Fayetteville Street to the North Carolina State Capitol. It ended with a 50-mile walk from Wilson to Raleigh, led by Reverend William Barber II and allied faith, labor, and community groups. Organizers protested newly redrawn congressional maps, arguing changes to the 1st Congressional District reduce black voting strength, dropping the black share from about 41 to 32%, according to a Carolina Demography Center analysis. Speakers urged voter turnout and continued public education ahead of November. Read more about this in the News and Observer. A Wake County judge has sentenced Austin Thompson, the Raleigh teenager who admitted to the 2022 Hedingham neighborhood mass shooting, to life in prison without parole. Thompson, now 18 years old, pleaded guilty last month to 5 counts of first-degree murder for killing 5 people, including his brother, and injuring 2 others. The judge rejected defense arguments that acne medication triggered a dissociative episode, saying Thompson understood his actions and showed, quote, pure malice. Thompson received 5 consecutive life sentences, plus additional time for attempted murder and assault. Read more about this at WUNC. A high-profile downtown Raleigh redevelopment plan near Moore Square, including 160 affordable apartments on city-owned land, has quietly collapsed, raising new questions about the city's long-term housing strategy. Raleigh selected Loden Properties in 2022 for the Moore Square East and South sites, envisioning a mixed-use project with a hotel, retail, and a grocery store alongside income-restricted housing. City staff said last May that apartment construction would start by this January, and Council approved $32 million in financing just last October, but the developer withdrew and the affordable housing partner didn't finalize a lease before its option expired. Read more about this at Indie Week. Durham City Council will take up the Leigh Village Center again today, reviving a plan first sketched nearly 20 years ago around what was expected to be a Durham Orange light rail stop. When that rail project collapsed, the development stalled, but the landowner and planners have kept pushing to build a dense, walkable hub by annexing the 82-acre site into Durham and extending city utilities. The proposal includes more than 2,000 apartments and townhomes, plus life science, office, and retail space, along with sidewalks, greenways, and a small public park. The plan envisions a, quote, 15-minute community, meaning most daily needs, housing, shops, jobs, parks, and transit access, are reachable within about a 15-minute walk or bike ride. You can read about this in the News and Observer. And Raleigh parent Atoya Barrett says her 9-year-old son, Harlem, who is nonverbal and autistic, faced instability and possible mistreatment at Raleigh's preeminent charter school run by National Heritage Academies. Barrett says staff turnover followed a May 2024 arrest of a special education teacher on a misdemeanor child abuse charge, and she later filed a police report after another parent's child alleged ongoing abuse and a classroom left without a certified teacher. The school's principal, Stephanie Solomon, did not respond to repeated calls and emails for comment, and Barrett says the school has not replied to her request for video footage. Barrett wants an independent investigation. You can read about this in the Triangle Tribune. Our free newsletter is a quick local news digest, essentially this newscast in written form. Subscribe at wakeupral.transistor.fm. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Wake Up Raleigh, and please share this podcast with your friends who care about this city. I'm Matt Peiken. Thanks so much for starting your weekdays with Wake Up Raleigh.